Well, good evening, world. Hello, it's 10 o'clock at night here where I am at in Southwest Florida. And I'm gonna make some new stuff today. New stuff. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna do like half of this, and then I'm gonna switch to the other and do this again. So what I'm making is a graham cracker pie crust. That's what I'm gonna start with. So I need half. First of all, I need to melt 4 tablespoons of butter. That's what I need to start with. Melting, so I'm going to take this little bowl, put 4 tablespoons of butter in here. I'm going to melt it in the microwave. And I'm going to make a graham cracker pie crust. Now, if you want to be super simple, you can buy one. I just like the homemade ones better, and they're real simple. Oops, I'm having a little paper avalanche over here. All right, let's melt that. Oh, it's fine. Okay, I have papers falling behind my microwave. So then we're going to do a cup, that's a half a cup. We're going to do a cup of graham cracker crumbs for our pie crust. That's half a cup. That's a cup. Then we need 3 tablespoons of sugar. Put that up. Now you can either, when you make a graham cracker pie crust, you can either put it in the freezer for a few minutes to set it, so the butter will, re-solidify. Or you can bake it in the oven for a few minutes to kind of enhance the flavor, and I always do that. I like to put it in the oven to bake it. It takes like 6 minutes. Okay, so there's 2 tablespoons of sugar. 1 more tablespoon. I think I'm a little short of sugar, oh well. So it'll be plenty sweet without it. I can't believe I'm like out of sugar. And my butter sounds like it's exploding over there. Like pop, pop. Yeah, exploding butter. That's interesting. At least we caught it right at the end. Okay, there you go. So there we go. We're going to mix this together. I still think there's another sugar somewhere in my pantry. It's probably under something. But this is plenty. So we're going to mix it together. All right, so now this is the recipe that I have used to make, hi again, pie sounds good. Okay, so here's what the pie is. So a couple of weeks ago, and I've made it before, that as well, I made that lemon chiffon pie. And so you can also make it with lime juice, which is still real similar though. And I got to thinking, well, what else can I do? What other kind of pie can I make that's a chiffon pie? And how else can I do it? And I thought, I think strawberry would be really good. So I thought of a way to do that. I'm going to show you and at least I hope it's going to work. Because the trick with strawberry is it's real hard to get a real strong strawberry flavor. Because you can put strawberry in something and you don't hardly taste it. So I've come up with an idea that I hope is going to give it a stronger flavor. We're going to find out. If not, it will be a real light, like, barely flavored strawberry fluff. But I'm going to try it. And I think it's going to work. So here, let's mix up our pie crust. And I bake this at 6 minutes at 375. And like I said, you don't have to bake a graham cracker pie crust. It's not like it's really uncooked. But it sort of caramelizes sort of a little bit. And it makes a stronger flavor. It's maybe a little crispier. So let's spray our pan because it really likes to stick. You can butter it if you would rather. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the pan. And then we're going to press it in the pan. Then you can use your hand or your spoon. I like to use a measuring cup, as it kind of does a big area all at once, and press it up the sides. Try to get it even. If it's not, it's okay. Okay, so then after I get this in the oven, I'm going to put this in the oven, then we have to let it cool. So while we're letting this cool and finish baking in the oven, I'm going to go to the first part of the creamy chicken, ranch chicken recipe. Now, this is something I've never made at all. It's a recipe I found online, hoping and praying it's good. It looks really good. Oh, here's a really tiny picture. It has potatoes and carrots and ranch and chicken and creamy stuff. So it calls for a can of cream of chicken soup. And anytime recipes call for that, I like it so much better if I don't use the can, if I make something homemade. And I have a recipe for like a general cream of soup, like replacement homemade thing. But I found this one that's supposed to be specifically to replace cream of chicken. It'll have more of a chicken flavor to it. And I thought, you know, I'm going to try this recipe. So this is kind of a new homemade cream of chicken soup recipe. Because it's just, I like it better. Okay, so this is all pressed in. So we're going to put this in the oven. As soon as I can get it to quit making holes. Which is a little challenging right here. It keeps making holes right there. So I got it a little thin on the bottom, I think. But that's all right. Okay, there we go. Put it in the oven for 6 minutes. Then while that's baking, we're going to switch now to our cream of chicken recipe. So let me move my phone over to the stove. Okay, here we go. There he is. Okay, so this recipe starts with, this is for 1 can. You need 2 tablespoons of butter. And you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter in there. So let me get a couple tablespoons of butter. My cat is stalking me from just outside the kitchen. What are you doing, Godiva? She's laying there watching me. Like, what is she doing? Okay, so let me get 2 tablespoons of butter. Which is about right there. Okay. So curious how this is going to turn out. So we're going to put that in there. And I am going to go ahead while we're waiting for that. Let me see. What does this need in here? Okay, so it says I'm going to need a cup of chicken broth. So I have chicken broth that I had left over, like I didn't use it all from the container, so I froze it, and I think this is a cup. Let's microwave it and find out. It's frozen. I had it in the freezer. Let's melt it. Let's see if that's enough. And then we also need half a cup of milk that it says to go ahead and heat that up too. So let's get half a cup of milk. Get that ready. Okay, there's that. I don't have that. I don't have the stove on yet, so if you wonder why that's not melting, because I don't have it turned on. Okay, let's turn it on and see if we can get that to start melting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to add flour to that. My cat is sneaking in here. What you doing, girl? She's sneaking. Aren't you sneaky, huh? You sneaking in there? I know I saw. I'm looking. Oh, here it is. What's the date on that? Oh, that one still says it's good. Okay. Let me see if I can open it. I cannot open it. Let me get my little jar opener. Hey, Godiva, what you doing, girl? There we go. Let me see. Yes, that's good. Okay. So, let me see if this melted. It is not. Let's add some more time. So we're going to add to this melted butter 5 tablespoons of flour. So that is a 1/4 cup plus a tablespoon. So we got it melting. Let me see. Let me find a little whisk. Hold on. Oh, let's get this whisk. this little flat one. So we're going to get this butter melted. Let me see if that melted yet. Well, that is going to be a cup. That is going to be a cup of broth. That's enough broth. Okay, but it's just not melted yet. So let me put the rest of the frozen up. I froze it in like little I thought it was little half cup amounts, and it was. Okay, so we're almost done here. Let's see, does it say to add the other stuff with it? Okay, we did that. Melt the butter. Where do I add the seasoning? Okay, you add it at the end, kind of. Okay, so, so we're pretty well melted. So now we're gonna do chicken broth. Nope, not there. Let's add 5 tablespoons of flour. That's gonna be a lot of flour for that amount of butter. There's 4 tablespoons and 5. It's supposed to be real thick. So it says stir it in here really well. Then you're gonna, it says remove it from heat. So stir it till it looks like wet sand. It's because there's so much more flour than butter in here. Okay, there we go. So let's put it over here. Oh, alright, so we're done with the oven. Turn that off. Let's take out my little pie. Everything's beeping. Take out my pie crust, I should say. There, now let's let that sit over there and cool. Looks so yummy. Okay, let's take out my chicken broth. Yeah, there we're done. Hot chicken broth. Then let me heat the milk a little bit. Okay, now what does it say to do after you're done with this? Okay, add 1/3 of the chicken broth and whisk it. Okay. Okay. There you go. I think we're going to get paste. Yes, we are. Then it says add another 1/3 of the chicken broth. Okay, let's stir that. Then what do? Add the rest? Add 1/3 more, add the remaining. Okay, so then you're going to add, okay, there's the rest. Cup of chicken broth. Then it says you can add bouillon, or you can add this other stuff. I don't know if you've ever used this. It's called Better Than Bouillon. It is. It is better. It's yummy. Okay, let me put that in there. So that, for the Better Than Bouillon, this is what it looks like. If you've never seen that, it looks just like that. It comes with the chicken bouillon section. It's like a paste. It is so good. Hello, hello. So for that amount, we need, this is going to give it a lot more of a chicken flavor. I need 1/2 teaspoon of that. Okay? 1/2 teaspoon of Better Than Bouillon. There you go. Or I think you can use a regular bouillon cube. There we go. Let me get all that off of there. I got to get my milk out too. Let me stir that. Oh yes, that's even going to turn it the nice color. It smells so good too. smells like chicken stuff now. Okay, so let me see. We're going to add that. The milk and the seasonings. Okay, so for the seasonings, just half a cup of milk. Do this without sloshing it. And here we're going to have homemade cream of chicken soup. That's really yummy. Like condensed cream of chicken soup. Okay, so then the seasonings. Then what does it say to do? Then we're going to turn it up and bubble it. Okay, so for our seasonings, we're going to have like a 1/16 of a teaspoon, which is half of an eighth. Okay, let me find my little... You ever seen one of these little things that has like a pinch and a pinch, a smidgen, and a dash? That's a dash is actually 1/4 of a teaspoon, I think. Or is that an 1/8 of a teaspoon? Let me see. Where's my 1/4 of a teaspoon? Is that what that is, or is that the 1/4? I forget what it is now. Hold on. I think that's an 1/8 of a teaspoon. Well, what we need for this is like this one called a pinch. So it's going to be a pinch. So we're going to put in a pinch of celery salt. I've got to figure out what I did with it. Here it is. I actually just had to buy this because I didn't have any celery salt. I have celery seed, but I did not have celery salt. So here we go, a pinch of celery salt. Then we have the same amount of onion powder. Onion powder gives a lot of flavor. Okay, here's my onion powder. Try and get this off. There. My onion powder got damp. Humidity got to it. Okay, onion powder. There we go. Then it's the same amount of everything. The same amount of salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Okay, where's my salt? Here's my salt. I always usually add more salt than they say, because it's like never enough salt. Then, I'm not going to put in separate garlic and pepper. I actually have garlic and pepper mixed. So I'm going to just do 2 of those, and that should work. There's one there. Garlic, pepper. So there, that's your seasoning. So then you're going to mix it up, and you're going to turn it back on. It says like medium-high heat until it gets thick and bubbly. Oh, that smells good with those seasonings, I'll tell you that. It says you can put this through a strainer if you want it super smooth, but, you know, I don't think I need to do that. I don't think so. I think it's going to be fine. So that, does that look like cream of chicken soup? I think so. I'm going to taste it in a minute. Does that look like it's just a can, though? I guess it could. It's supposed to be 1 can. Alright, let's let it sit there. I'm going to bring it to a simmer. Let's see how our pie thing is doing over. It is just as hot as it can be. It takes a long time for that to cool. I'm going to put it here in my freezer for a minute, because I think it will cool faster in the freezer. Oh, I think I hear bubbling. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we're going to turn that off. And that's done. And it said it will thicken upon standing. Alright, let's taste it and see what it tastes like. Because I have never made this before. See if I can do it without burning myself. Mmm. Yeah. It tastes like cream of chicken soup. Mmm. Only better. Ooh, so you know what? I think if you wanted actual cream of chicken soup, put some chicken in it. You would have cream of chicken soup. Okay. Probably thin it down because that's concentrated cream of chicken soup. Or you would add some more milk and probably just more milk to it. Maybe more milk and chicken broth. I don't know. All right, so let me put my pie crust in there to cool a little faster. And put up my bouillon. Now we're going to make our filling. So let me get my whipping cream. So here's where we're going to start. So for this pie, the pie calls for Cool Whip. I don't really like Cool Whip all that well. So instead of Cool Whip, I just make whipped cream. So you can use a container of Cool Whip. So it's just what you want is 3 cups of whatever you use. You want 3 cups. But I like real whipped cream. I think it's just better. It's just better. So to get 3 cups, you want 1.5 cups of the liquid. So go ahead and use Cool Whip if you want to. I've done it before too. This does take a little extra work, but it's not that bad. Okay, so we're going to do 1.5 cups. All of my liquid measurers are dirty. So we're going to just use this one. So that's 1/2 cup. This is heavy whipping cream. That is 1 cup. And then 1.5 cups. Okay, so we're going to start whipping that. Pull this up. I'm going to add some powdered sugar. So you want like 1/4 cup of powdered sugar per cup of whipped cream. So that's actually, it's 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons for this amount of powdered sugar. So there's 2. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that, but I did. 2. I got to get it to knock it out of my hand. There we go. Yeah, making whipped cream. I know I had sugar on the sides here, so I'm going to scrape it for a minute. If my cats were not hiding before, they will be now. They don't like this noise. Scrape this down. We got it good. Okay, here we go. So that's whipped cream. I like it whipped pretty stiff so it keeps its shape. I just like it that way. Okay, so I am looking for, here it is. I'm looking for that. My condensed milk. Okay, let's check my whipped cream. So yeah, it's pretty stiff. See, I like it nice and, well, that's what Cool Whip would be like. Pretty firm. Oh, here the cats come back already. Well, you got over that fast. I didn't scare you? She's like, you're done. I'm not really done. She just thinks I'm done. Okay, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in a bowl to save it for the end. So then what I'm going to do with that soup, and I'm not going to put it in there till about midnight, but I'm going to take some. So you take 3 chicken breasts, or you can use any kind of chicken, but the equivalent of the amount of 3 chicken breasts. Or is it 4? Hold on, what's the recipe say? It's 4. It's 4 chicken breasts. 4 chicken breasts, and you're going to put that in the crock pot with 6 cubed potatoes and 2 cups of peeled and like cut up carrots, or you could use the baby carrots. You're putting it in there, potatoes and carrots and chicken, and you're going to add in that soup and a package of ranch dressing mix. You know, the powdered mix. And you put it in a crock pot on low for like 8 to 9 hours. And it's like creamy. I've never had it, but it's creamy chicken. Yummy. Okay, so I'm going to take the bowl. Put it back on. What? Sorry. I did not want that to happen. But I had one of my hands full. I couldn't catch it. Hold on. Sorry. You went to Neverland or something. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, here we go. You don't have to wash the bowl because it's going to have the same ingredients. All right. I'm going to mix it in later. I'm looking for, here we go, my regular paddle. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to put in, let me get my recipe, so make sure I don't do it wrong. All right, we have, you want 3 ounces of cream cheese, 1 condensed milk, half a cup of juice, and then you're going to put in the whipped cream. Okay, so I'm going to put in the cream cheese. This is softened cream cheese. 3 ounces. So I'm going to beat that first. I'm going to open up this can of milk, condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. Okay, sweetened condensed milk. Then we're going to pour that in. Do you notice if you use sweetened condensed milk lately, have you noticed they're making it a whole lot thicker than it used to be? Look at this. It used to be a lot runnier. Ah! I am having nothing but catastrophes tonight. Doesn't matter. Have you ever watched, I don't know why it's so much thicker now. Have you ever watched any old shows of Julia Child? Okay, she was like the most famous cook of her time. She was like the only cook of her time that was on television. If you've ever watched any of her videos, and she was like live, they're so funny because she dropped stuff on the floor. She'd pick it up and go, oh, that's okay, nobody will know. She spilled stuff, she dropped stuff, she just laughed about it and went on, and it's hilarious. I'm like, you know, she a little bit of a clutch. Not a clutch, a klutz. She's a little bit of a klutz. But nobody cared. I guess they related to it. But there are some videos you can find of her that are so funny. I remember one where she dropped something on the floor. And she's like, oh, that's okay. Just pick it up. Nobody will know. You dropped it on the floor. I'm like, well, if they watch this TV show, they will. Okay. I hope your floor is clean. But at least I didn't drop it on the floor. I dropped it in the pan. Okay, so here's that. Okay, then we're going to do my idea. You know, I didn't even think to look this up or anything. Maybe somebody's already come up with this idea. They probably have, but that's okay. So what I was going to do, because you know, if you just like make strawberry juice, you know, it's not very strong if you try to make a dessert with it. So this is what I got. Frozen strawberry. Well, it's just frozen concentrate of strawberry juice. That's all it is. So I'm going to open this up. You only need half a cup. So it's going to be a lot stronger than if you just like squeezed strawberries or something. Only I can't open it apparently. Why can't I open it? My hands don't want to do anything anymore. Look at this. It's like totally stopped ripping. Come on. Oh, this is just so lame. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, dear. Help. Now what? If it doesn't pull loose, I'm kind of at a loss here. That is supposed to work. That is supposed to work. It did not. It's going to make a horrible mess. A horrible mess. It just totally quit pulling. Why is it they make these things that quit working? Oh, all right. This is the only one I got. If I make a mess, I'm out of luck. So let's see if it's going to spill, which it might. Then we're going to spill it in something. Okay. At least maybe I can save it then. All right, let's see if I can get this open. Like, seriously, what's the deal? I mean, this is thawed, okay? It's no longer frozen. Is that the deal? It has to be frozen. I don't know how to open it. Oh, I'm smushing it a little bit. I'm smushing it in. Oh, there it broke the seal. But how am I going to get that? I've never had one do this before. I have never had this happen. Of course, I don't use this a lot. Like, seriously. Okay. So, I've got it open. So, we're just going to try to pour it. I need half a cup. The challenges of kitchen disasters. Here we go. Woo, look at there. Success. Okay. Half a cup of concentrated strawberry juice. Into... Oh, we made it in. So, I'm hoping that's going to be nice and strong. Now, if it's not, or if it's not strong enough, I could take what's left in here, add some cornstarch to it, and make like a strawberry sauce to put on it. Oh, that sounds good, don't it? I may do that anyway. We'll have like a strawberry gel. Okay, now let's whip this up, look at that, and see what we get. I don't even know if this is going to be good. I hope so. Oh, it sure smells good. Boy, that smells like strawberry. Let me take, I think it's okay. I was wondering if I needed to scrape this beater, but I think it's okay. Okay, so let's take some whipped cream here and add it in. I still don't know if it's going to taste strong enough, but we're going to find out. Let's put like half of it in and mix it. It's going to be like melted strawberry ice cream, I think. Ooh. Please be good. Please be good. Please taste like strawberry. I'm making a mess. Trying not to make a mess. Put the rest of the whipped cream in here. Now, I put this pie straight into the freezer and serve it from the freezer. If I maybe let it thaw 5 minutes, it never gets completely solid because of the cream cheese and the milk, condensed milk. It never completely freezes solid. All right, here we go. Ooh, that looks pretty. I'm just wondering how strawberry-ish it tastes. Let's find out. What do you think? Do you think it's going to taste like strawberry or pink whipped cream? All right, here we go. I think It's a lot sweeter than lemon juice would be because it's going to have had sugar in it, but that's okay. Since we had less sugar in the pie crust, it's going to work out fine, isn't it? Okay, here we go. This will be so much better frozen, or at least cold, because this is a little runny, but that's how it is anyway. Really makes a difference when you chill it. Hello, cat. What you wanting, kitty cat? You can have it, kitty cat. Okay, here we go. We're going to have a taste. What does it taste like? I think it tastes like strawberry. As long as I can taste it. I think it will be good if I make the rest of that into a glaze, though. Put like a strawberry glaze on it. It'll just have to be a cold glaze. That's not bad. It's hard to get a flavor as strong as lemon. But I can definitely taste that strawberry. Definitely taste it. Can't wait to try it frozen. Okay, here's our pie crust. It's been cooling in the freezer. There we go. Pour it in. Get my spatula. It really looks just like strawberry ice cream. Melted strawberry ice cream. Oh, it's so pretty. There we go. Cannot wait to see what this tastes like cold. Ooh, I'm making a mess. That little piece right there might be a bite I can have later. After it freezes. Hey, cat. What you doing, girl? She's trying to see what I have. What's Mama got, huh? Nothing for cats. You would eat it, though, wouldn't you? Because it has cream in it. Little Miss Nosy. Nosy cat. What you doing, huh? Meow. Yeah, that was her. Meow. She answered. Meow. She's answering me. Ah. What, girl? What? Yeah, here comes the other one. What, do you think you're getting something? I don't think so. You rarely get to hear them talk. Only when they want to be fed. Yeah, there she goes. Oh, hi, baby. Oh, she's kind of sniffed my hand. She's like, what do you have? Look at them shaking their heads. They think I have water or something. You're not wet. What are you doing? Huh? You're meowing. Yeah, it's actually, well, it's about 20 minutes from feeding time. That's why they're following me. They're hungry. You hungry? Huh? Come here, baby. Oh, see what she does? She come up and give my hand, touch my hand. Gwenny, you want to touch Mama's hand? Nope. Davy, you want to touch Mama's hand again? Come. That's a good girl. Gwenny, you want to touch Mama's hand? Come here, Gwenny. Davy will do it. Yeah, Gwenny says nope. Come here, Gwenny. She goes, you don't have food. Not till you have food. She'll do it when she knows I have food. Come here, Gwenny. Nope. Okay, everybody tell everybody bye-bye. Yeah, she'll keep doing it till she's fed, won't you? Gwenny, you want to do it? You want to do it? Huh? Oh, there's my Gwenny. I trained them to do that. Okay, there's my pie. Didn't know you could train cats. They want to be fed bad enough. They will do whatever you want. So we're going to put that in the freezer. And, well, we'll see how it's like tomorrow when it's cold. And I'll show you the finished Crockpot chicken stuff when I'm done too. But here's our chicken, homemade cream of chicken soup that we're going to mix into that recipe. And I'll do that, like I said, about, meow. Yeah, I'll do it, I don't know. It'll be after midnight. Because it only can cook for 9 hours. So I have to do it when it will be done tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and go. It looks delicious. Yeah, it does look delicious. I hope it's going to be. So I will let you know. And I will be back a little later and in the morning too. Bye.